Welcome to Roblox Theme Park Overview. This show will unlock the mystery and adventure of many Roblox theme park experiences. From attractions and entertainment to honest reactions about the parks as a whole, we hope to give insight on the variety of Roblox theme park offerings as we continue to celebrate the community's 15th anniversary. And now live with tonight's theme park experience is our host, Joe and Belle.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on Theme Park Overview. We are joined with our usual me, Belle, and I'm joined with...
It's me, it's Joe!
And we are back at Epcot Roblox for part 2. The first part we basically went over the main entrance and future world. Now we're on the other side of the park at World Showcase.
Yeah, we're starting by International Gateway, and as per usual, Belle cannot load this on his computer. So you'll hear him, but you won't actually see him. Why can't I move now? Oops.
Uh-oh.
There I go.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Alright, so we start here at International Gateway. During this time, there is no Skyliner, so I think I just walked from one of the hotels over there. And if I'm being all honesty. So, Belle. Oh, Belle.
Yes, yes.
International Gateway, right? So we're gonna go through the entrance. I already have my ticket, so we're all good with that. However, I want to ask, when you come out of International Gateway, where do you go? Do you go to the left, towards, like, the UK and Canada, or do you go to the right towards France and Morocco?
Always go to the right towards France.
Okay, so you're one of those people.
Yes, I follow Epcot in a very specific order no matter what way I come in, and even from the gateway I still go from that direction.
So from, like, if you go from the main plaza, right, where, like, Disney Traders is and everything, you go right?
I go right all the time. I've never gone left.
I go left, so
really
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start on the Mexico side.
Yes, because that's where the alcohol starts.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I also like to go from, like, Canada far and wide, and then it's an easy way for me to get to, like, Journey into Imagination and all that.
Okay.
So we'll start going right. Not gonna go left towards there. But we're back in 2011?
Yes, 2011.
Great, 2011. And unlike Wet Imagineering, these are actually detailed buildings of World Showcase Lagoon.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that in Wet Imagineering, if you go to Harmonious, you don't get this level of detail.
Harmonious isn't open anymore.
No, but it will be. They're fixing it.
Sure.
But in this server, you have Illuminations, which is a far better show. So over here, we have Impression...
Very controversial opinion in the Disney community these days, but hey.
We have Impression de France, which is not a Beauty and the Beast sing-along show in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, for the better.
Unfortunately. No, unfortunately.
It's for the better.
No.
I don't like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, if you figured that out yet.
It gives France an attraction.
I guess. We have Le Chef de France, which is actually a good restaurant to eat. My last trip to Disney, I ate at Le Chef de France and then immediately ran to, like, the UK to watch Illuminations. So.
Okay.
But there is no Japan Pavilion. No, no, Morocco. This is Morocco.
Yeah.
So they're still working on Morocco, it looks like. Which in 2011 did it have the little the penis?
I went in 2011. Yes, that was still there.
Oh, okay, great.
Though I didn't realize the joke at the time, of course.
Yeah,
I would have been 10.
Did. Yeah, but yeah, there's Duffy. Oh my God, I forgot Duffy was still around in 2011.
Good old days before we evicted him back to Japan.
Yeah, the great old days. And then this would have been Japan, obviously, by the little by the statue here. This
Torigate.
Yes.
Which is okay. If you're at the Japan Pavilion and you go on top of the building that faces the lagoon, you do have one of the better views of the nighttime show. I will say.
Yes, you do. Obviously, also in Japan, the big thing about Japan was there's a market on the bottom, on like one of the, and it's like it's the only store in Disney World that sells Pokemon and Mario products.
And Hello Kitty.
And Hello Kitty, yeah. And then on top, it was supposed to be an attraction called Meet the World, but that never happened.
Fortunately.
And speaking of an attraction that actually happened with animatronics, we have the American Adventure.
You know, American Adventure Pavilion is very interesting to me because
Uh-huh.
it's the only pavilion that's made up of entirely one building.
Yeah, just about. It's very Liberty Square-like, obviously.
Yeah.
This obviously came out after Liberty Square. And of course, back to normal stuff, right? There's no Regal Eagles smokehouse here.
No,
Instead,
not yet.
it's the Liberty Inn, which is beautiful to see. And then there's
Beautiful buildings, a little far food, but it's okay.
yeah, and then of course the little theaters here where they have those candle processionals.
Yep.
Or the 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 live concerts,
Yeah.
which is very cool to see. From America Adventure, as it slowly loads. I like these. You got like the little water. That's cool. Yeah. And speaking of fountains, we're not going there, but we are going to Italy. I was about to say we're going to the Trevi Fountain, but
Oh my gosh.
we have Italy. Nice little the Italian center, I guess. One that, of course, it's odd in 2011 because in 2011 there was barely any attractions in World Showcase. It was a lot more dining and a lot more like little entertainment ventures as well.
Basically, in Epcot's history, World Showcase was devoid of attractions except for the Three Caballeros up until Frozen opened, which was like, what, 2016?
Yeah. Well, they were working on the Frozen ride to replace Maelstrom even before Frozen came out. So there was always an idea to update Maelstrom to like, the idea of Frozen or the whatever that Queen story. So it's always supposed to be
that
a thing.
it took. I'm surprised that it took till what 2021 for World Showcase to gain a new attraction instead of just having the two Maelstrom / Frozen and then Three Caballeros.
Well, remember they tried to do Mary Poppins, but we all know how that happened. But there was certainly a lot of other attractions. Like think about here, we're in Germany now. They were gonna do the boat ride, but instead they, I believe they didn't have enough money, so then they turned it into a dining option.
Well, they built a whole entrance and everything for it just for it not to happen.
Yeah, like this would have been an amazing entrance and everything. But there just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough in the back for it, and I think the budget got to them when it got to Germany. Because you gotta remember, for these World Showcase countries, Disney wasn't really paying for them. It was the governments themselves. So the governments were saying, hey, we want this. Hey, we want that. Hey, we want you to resemble this. Yeah. Here's a bunch of money to help you out, per se, when it comes to building these things. And for certain countries, they just didn't provide enough to what Disney wanted to envision, I guess, for it. Another one of those is, Equatorial Africa is the big one, where it was going to be this giant pavilion with the entirety of being the entire continent of Africa. Instead, it became more of an outpost, and all that money was geared towards Animal Kingdom, which is interesting because I'm surprised they kept Equatorial Africa given the abundance of Animal Kingdom being just a big thing.
I think Equatorial Africa area should have just focused on instead of on just one African country.
Maybe. I think the only other thing was because Animal Kingdom was doing very well in terms of construction and everything. Behind this is like backstage for the nighttime shows. So like Harmonious and Luminations and Luminous, right? That entire backstage back there is all for the floats.
Yeah.
So basically coming in and out instead Harmonious, but like this bridge would open up midway through the day, and you'll have the floats or the barges go by, and it's like a beautiful sight to see. But yeah, back there is all backstage. So I mean, they could have expanded, Equatorial Africa, but then they would have to figure out a new spot for those floats and barges.
True.
Which probably could have been straight or to the left here, because over here was China, which also is another one that didn't get a major attraction, right, during these points in time. They had Wonders of China, which obviously we know got a big refresh in like 2019, along with Impression de France and Canada Far and Wide, but that was about it.
Ever since
it got the
Shanghai
museum.
opened, they've had the Shanghai
Yeah.
museum that's inside.
I do like this view though. Like if you come all the way here, you can see
Yeah.
the other side, which I really like.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It'd be very interesting to see what the team here at Epcot Roblox does when it actually comes to illuminations and everything like that. If it's gonna be like a day-night cycle or every hour or so type thing.
Mhm.
And then as we head over here from China, we're into the Kingdom of Norway, which of course the big attraction at 2011 is Maelstrom, which again was a Dutch Kingdom of the Norway. Wanted there to be a kind of history of Norway and Nordic beings, you could say. So they came up with Maelstrom. But yeah, during this part, Maelstrom was kind of starting to deteriorate, and Frozen was about to become something grand.
Yeah,
I-
Disney end up realizing how popular Frozen would be, like culturally.
I mean, it probably would have been very interesting if Frozen wasn't as popular. What would have happened? Like, would have Maelstrom stayed? It would have been updated or stuff like that.
I'd say it'd probably get like a similar update to how Three Caballeros did.
Yeah. Because right there, that waterfall, that was going to be... Of course, in the Frozen version, that would be where the Let It Go scene is, where the boat would go backwards. But in Maelstrom, the boat would actually come out of that little hole, and you would kind of see the pavilion, and then you have the turn, and then you go down backwards type thing. So the backwards was always a thing in the attractions.
Yeah.
As we head out of Norway, I like the level of detail with a lot of these pavilions. They're really, really nice and really, really cool. I wish we could go inside, but we can't.
I mean, if the amount of work they already have to do for doing the entire park,
Yeah.
I can't blame them.
And then after Norway, what's after Norway? Is it Mexico?
I think so. I see the pyramid looming in the distance. Yep.
Of course, I don't remember if 2011 it was a thing, but you could actually like come in between these and meet the three Caraberos and meet Donald. Oh, I guess this is the spot
Yeah.
where you meet Donald and the three Caraberos. But yeah, we have Can I like climb that bell? Do you think I'm allowed to climb it?
I think
Hold on, I'm gonna try.
probably not. I would say.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
climb it.
Nah. No.
Well, there is a ride here called Grand Fiesta Tour. It is temporarily closed, which is a little sad. But Mexico, of course, inside of that Mayan... Is it a Mayan temple? I think it's Mayan. Or Aztec.
I need to brush up on my history because I don't know. I think it should be Mayan.
Anywho, inside of that temple is a giant area. There's like a little museum, right? And then it goes down into a Mexican village, you could say. And then, of course, there's the restaurant and the boat ride, Grand Fiesta Tour. It's kind of similar to Pirates, right? How Pirates of the Caribbean has, I think it's called Blue Bayou. And it's the restaurant, and then, overlooking, I guess, the restaurant is this little boat ride, you could say.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean meets the Venetian Luxor Hotel at Vegas.
Oh, there's mariachi bands. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, that's who I ran into. Trying to... we have the little mariachi band, and we have the restaurant, which is very cool as well.
Yeah.
And then we come out of here, come out of Mexico, and we are painted to, of course, the restaurant, obviously, but then also we're back to the main plaza, Let's see. Can we see the Epcot golf ball from here?
I would assume if your graphics are,
My graphics are automatic, but
yeah, then it's not going to allow you to see it because it's going to be far.
anywho, we
Yeah.
have Port Discovery, I believe it's called, or Main
Yeah.
Plaza, and we have the first little area here. Ooh,
Cool.
what's this? Okay, got a little Epcot thing here. Universe of Energy. That's random, but okay. That's random. Is this the little Universe of Energy thing? Yep, it is. Nice little things. And then on the other side, this is when obviously you would go to Epcot and everything. The rest of Future World would be down this way. And then of course, yeah, you got the main plaza here. And then over here would be the other side. I think this one was Disney Traders and the other one was the Pin Plays. I don't exactly remember which
If
one was which.
I remember correctly, in 2011, Epcot only had one pin place, which was near the umbrellas in Future World.
Did it not have a Pin Place in where the camera store was?
No, they closed that before 2011.
Oh wait, we can actually look it up because there's a map here. Let's check the map. So the map is excessively small. But in Showcase Plaza, where is Showcase Plaza on this map? Oops. There's Duffy the Bear, which you could meet.
Yep.
And then there was, I can't read those, but I'll just look it up on my own map person. But Duffy the Bear, you could meet over there. Which I'd be interested to see if they do meet and greets here as well.
Assume so.
Like Duffy and Meet Mickey and all of that. Bringing a lot more liveliness than just a showcase version. Two more areas left here before we jump on our little bus to take us back to the 21st century.
To the Great
AKA Caribbean Beach. I think that's where we stayed, or did we stay at the Swan and Dolphin? I don't remember, Bill.
Say Swan Dolphin?
Okay, great, Swan and Dolphin. So we have Lacetia Steakhouse. We're in Canada, by the way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also, if you had taken Lacetia Steakhouse, it will lead you to Canada. I don't know, is it also named Canada Far and Wide in the 2011 version? Do you know?
I'm a Magic Kingdom person, so I'm not well versed on the Epcot stuff.
But at least in the 2019 version, if you go this way, you go by Canada Far and Wide. So I could probably also look it up on the map, but the map is excessively small.
It takes up like a third of your screen.
Yeah, but I can't see it. I could see the word Maelstrom, but like when I try to look up, like, let's see. Hold on, I'll try it again. Where are we? Canada. Oh, Canada is the name of the attraction.
Okay.
I can barely see that, but it says Oh, Canada. But yeah, the steakhouse over here as well. You gotta
take the proper walkway up.
There's a. Oh, is this the proper walkway up?
Yeah, to get to the center of Canada.
I take the back end, but yeah, we're in Canada now, and obviously that can lead you up into the same place as the steakhouse up here. I keep forgetting this is an actual building. Like, I never go up this way.
This is the way that I always go up when I go to Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Because when I do Canada Far and Wide, I go that way. I take, like, the underhook. And then when I go to the steakhouse, also, I take that underhook. Like, I don't go up here.
Oh, yeah. I usually don't go the other side that you go from.
Huh. Interesting. Anywho, the last area, besides the off-kilter spot, with the mill stage.
Fish and chips.
We have, getting your fish and chips in. We have the UK Pavilion, which has no Enchanted Forest. It has no Mary Poppins. It does have a Winnie the Pooh meet and greet, but that's about it. That looks excessively far away.
Epcot Pavilion that doesn't have a circle vision or an attraction of any sort?
No, it's just shopping, dining, and the Winnie the Pooh meet and greet.
Shame.
This looks excessively far away, though.
You think so?
Yes, like, you should just walk in here. I don't believe you can walk in all the way over here. That looks really big. That's my one criticism so far.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, it looks off. But of course, over here is where you would eventually kind of maybe have Cherry Tree Lane. This would have been Cherry Tree Lane, actually.
Would have been great.
And then over here in the corner, at least now, and I believe back then also, this is where you go and meet Winnie the Pooh at Christopher Robin's house.
Okay, I pulled up a photo of that shop. No, it is actually that far back in the walkway.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is where you go to meet Winnie the Pooh. There's like a back door over here where you can go in and meet Winnie the Pooh at Christopher Robin's house. But other than that, this looks really pretty. I don't know if there's audio playing, but, you know. Something I guess they can update is the music, obviously. But other than that, I really like this little tour bell.
Oh yeah, it's been great.
So we're gonna go jump on a bus in a little bit, and we're gonna go to Swan and Dolphin.
Yep.
And we'll be back in the 21st century fairly soon, I guess.
Well, by the time we arrive at Swan and Dolphin, our bus will have made a detour and we'll end up at Galactic Star Cruiser.
Okay. Great. Wait. Okay.
Yes.
Did you plan for Galactic Star Cruiser, or is that on the my card?
I only mention it because when it was open, it was lumped in as an Epcot area resort despite servicing Hollywood Studios.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, yeah, we gotta go to Swan and Dolphin, and then we're going to... So, Belle...
Yes.
We've done a live tour. This is, of course, part 2 of Epcot Roblox. What are your initial reactions? And then, I guess... I don't remember we did a ranking then. But what would you rank, here at the World Traveler, what would you rank the International Gateway and, of course, entire World Showcase?
The World Showcase area is a solid 9 out of 10. It is literally the entirety of World Showcase in one game, and it looks... Every single pavilion that they have built looks absolutely stellar. It is like you're at Epcot. Obviously, that's also the main issue, is that since it's all in one server, there's a good amount of people, including me, that cannot play it at all.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
Besides that, it's literally Epcot. I don't know what more to say.
Yeah, it is literally Epcot. I don't know if there's audio playing, but I guess that would be my only criticism, to actually add in some World Showcase Epcot stuff. But other than that, yeah, definitely a 9 out of 10 for me as well. This is Epcot in 2011. It wasn't good, but it was Epcot in 2011.
Exactly.
I really like the inclusion of like the mariachi bands and everything. I wish they went out a little bit more to that. Because there was like jugglers in Italy, and there's at least by Christmas, there's the Santas you can meet in Norway, and they tell the story in like their own different dialects and everything. But like other than that, I feel like as soon as they get Illuminations figured out, this is gonna be like a 10 out of 10 great project.
Oh yeah, easily.
It's definitely one of those like underrated projects. It probably won't, like, same thing with you, like you can't get on the server. I know there's a bunch of people that can't get on the server. It's one of those underrated things that I think if they figure out a way to maybe do less models, less parts, and kind of like improve the more people are allowed to get on because of just the amount of models and everything, then I think this could easily be an amazing park. It's like, and this is from very long ago, it's like they built Belle's version of Cinderella Castle with 70,000 parts.
Oh my gosh.
For every single pavilion.
You know, you're not wrong. Or it's like, okay, it's like, you remember how Drive to the Parks was also like really inaccessible to most people?
That's because we made it the same, like, we made it as a recreation. So going from the main park to Magic Kingdom took you 4 minutes.
I think that's kind of the point, though, and the point of this park is that it's full-scale Epcot. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else to say.
Yeah, it is in 2011, which is always great. I'm gonna end the video now.
Alright.
Thank you guys so much for watching our TPR and mainly theme park overview. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Next video on tap is that Belle and I will experience the newest attraction to come out of the Disneyland Wales community, that being Wally the Ride. And we might have a special guest on there as well. Of course, founder of Disneyland Wales. I'm gonna try to convince him to get on, Belle. We'll see if he actually answers the call.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, that would be Project or Michael or Turbo Max, however you pronounce it. From that on, Bill, anything else before we say goodbye?
As usual, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord, let us know places that you want us to visit, places that we may not have heard of, or places that have opened a new attraction. Besides that, also follow us on our Twitter, which we will use at some point. But until then, we will see you guys next time.
Bye!